You know what? Fuck it. We're live. Fuck it. We're live, dude. We're so fucking back. We've never been more back in my entire goddamn life. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, guys? We've never been more back in my entire goddamn fucking life. How's that? Good lighting? Horrible lighting. Atrocious lighting. Come on. Oh god. Why am I so loose? You can really see the fucking bags under my eyes. Oh Christ, dude. You know what? You know what? It's over. I thought we were back. Dog, I think it's over. They told me nothing ever happens. They told me nothing ever fucking happens. Looks like found footage. Bros in CS 1.6 lighting. You know, I've never played Counter-Strike. And, what if I do one of these, huh? Oh, that's nice. Except for that. Except for this. See this? See this right here? See that? See that? All those wrinkles right there. See that? When you start to get older, when you start to get older and you realize that wrinkles pop up on your face, and you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, I'm tired. I look tired today. You look in the mirror and you go, oh, I look a little like withered today. And then you realize you just look like that now. There's no going back. What the fuck is wrong with my face? Oh. Bro. Can someone help me? Can someone fix this, like, this wrinkle? Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna ignore it. I used to use retinol. I don't use retinol anymore. I guess I gotta stay more hydrated. I just gotta hydrate more, man. It's always hydration. Red light therapy. Yeah, you know, I could probably fix it. I could probably fix it if I'd like to. Let me get the desktop audio on here. All right, so you know what? We're so back, and I'd say first and foremost, let me change this. Let me see if it looks better red. One of these? One of those? You know what? That's nicer. The warm light? Yeah. That's better. That's better. See, this angle, you can't see the jowls either. SPS 50 for you. The sun is not for you. You know what? I like the sun. Am I allowed to like the sun? What if I make this just a bit dimmer? A little bit dimmer. Oh, that's nicer. That's much nicer lighting. King, how do I pull a goth baddie? Hey, look. I'll give you the advice that worked for me. Don't fuck. Who gives a fuck about goth girls, dude? You want to date a narcissist? You want to date someone who's obsessed with their appearance? All they do is obsess over their appearance and how what people think about them, and how people perceive them. Bad juju, man. Bad juju. Work on yourself, and you'll get someone so much better than a goth baddie. Someone you actually deserve. Huh? How does that sound? The lighting is ugly. Then tell me what. I don't know how to light myself. I don't know how to light myself. Okay. What should I do? How's that? Huh? Should I do that? Should I do one of these? Middle. Direct lighting ring light. Is that better? Oh, let me grab it. Flip it down a little bit. Diffused. It's kind of diffused already. You know what? I'll run with this. I can handle this. Face the light at the wall. If I can do that. I'm scuffed. Everything I do is scuffed. Scuffed for life. How's that? Is that better? Angle should be from above IMO. There's no winning here. There's no winning with me. I just look like this. You just have to accept that I'm a weathered guy. I've lived a hard life. Can you accept that? Are you okay with that, audience? Oh my god, my life is over, dude. Not only is it over, it's never been more over. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was almost an extra in Trailer Park Boys. I could have been. Let me see here. Let me see. Have I ever pulled that photo up? Have I ever pulled that photo up on my secret Instagram page? What is this? This is my other Instagram page. This is my other secret Instagram page. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. What do you think of that? I look like a white I look like a fucking white supremacist. Jesus Christ. I look like a Nazi. What is 1A? That's not Australian. What's up? Give me your cookies. Virl. Thank you for the $1. I don't know. I have no idea. What the fuck? I got scammed? The stash is weak. Yeah, that's a weak stash. These are such old photos. I was... That's like right when I started doing YouTube. So I lived in Ottawa. That's fun. There we go. Here's the old Instagram page. What was I gonna? I was gonna find the old. My old secret Instagram. Back in the old days. You want an insight into my sick, twisted mind? Actually, when I look back at these photos, I don't look as bad as I remember looking. I'm pretty fat there. Oh, jeez, I'm so fucking fat. Oh my god. There we go. I was fat and I was balder somehow, too. And
look up Whitehead, based AF, Judith.
Do you think it's funny that I had as a fat fuck and I was dating someone who was like objectively out of my league at the time? That's Riz. That's what you call Riz. What the black pillars refuse to tell you is that you can date attractive people if people like being around you. So don't forget that. Don't forget that. This is fucking high school. Oh my god. Oh my god. You better screenshot these if any of you fucking any of you stalkers who want like unseen photos of me that will never be posted anywhere. There we go. This is what I was looking for. You look like the standard "you're so mature for your age" guy in a minor's DM. Jesus Christ, that is a deep cut insult. I mean, I'm a minor in these photos, so that's fine. I'll take. That's fine. Thank you. Give me your cookies for the $2. Rizzy former fast. Riz tip. Be interesting. Yeah. That's today's Riz tip. Just be interesting. Anyway, enough of that. A.N. Whitehead. Alfred North Whitehead. What do you got here? English mathematician and philosopher. He created a philosophical school known as process philosophy. Interesting, which has been applied in a wide variety of disciplines, including ecology, theology, education, physics, biology, economics, and psychology. In his early career, Whitehead wrote primarily on mathematics, logic, and physics. He wrote a 3-volume Principia Mathematica with his former student. He taught Bertrand Russell. I do love Bertrand Russell's work. Can we get a Bertrand Russell shout out in the chat, please and thank you? Comprehensive metaphysical system, which radically departed from most of Western philosophy. Whitehead argued that reality consists of processes rather than material objects, and that processes are best defined by their relationships with other processes, thus rejecting the theory that reality is fundamentally constructed by bits of matter that exist independently of one another. Whitehead's philosophical works, particularly Process and Reality, are regarded as the foundational texts of Protestant philosophy. Ooh, this sounds really fucking interesting, actually. Also going to put my mic up so I don't have to fucking... I feel like I lean over so much into my mic. It hurts my neck. Oh, there we go. Just sit up straight. I can just sit up straight. Oh, that's so nice. I can just sit up straight. I love sitting up straight. I hate hunching. Ooh, that's great. That's so much better. Fuck me. Process and Reality is a book by Alfred North Whitehead in which the author propounds a philosophy of organism, also called process philosophy. The book, published in 1929, is a revision of Gifford Lectures. Whitehead's background was an unusual one for speculative philosopher educated in a mathematician who became, through his co-authorship with his student and disciple, Bertrand Russell, and publication of 1913, Principia Mathematica, a major logician. Later, he wrote extensively on physics and its philosophy, proposing a theory of gravity in a Minkowski space as a logically possible alternative to Einstein's general theory of relativity. Whitehead's Process and Reality is perhaps his philosophical masterwork. The following is an attempt to provide an accessible outline of some of the main ideas in Whitehead's Process and Reality. The cosmology elaborated in Process and Reality posits an ontological based on the two kinds of existence of entity, that of actual entity and that of abstract entity or abstraction. The ultimate abstract principle is actual existence. For Whitehead's is creativity. Actual existence is a process of becoming, and becoming is a creative advance into novelty. Fuck, this is awesome. Oh my god. It is manifest in what can be called singular causality. This term may be contrasted with gnomic causality. An example of singular causation is that I woke up this morning because my alarm clock rang. Example of gnomic causation is that alarm clocks generally wake people up in the morning. Aristotle recognizes singular causality as efficient causality.
Yo, you reading some Whitehead?
I am reading some Whitehead.
It's so based.
This is getting me excited.
Whitehead is my guy, dude. Whitehead's actually my guy.
Don't slouch and fuck up your jaw over time. What mic do you use? Been looking for a decent recording mic. I gotta make sure no one's fucking whining about the audio quality.
No.
Explain Whitehead.
I haven't actually read Process and Reality, but it seems good. There's this one guy on YouTube, Matt Segal. He's like a Whiteheadian philosopher out of California, and he makes a lot of really good videos about process philosophy. It seems like it's like panpsychism, but it makes a lot more sense.
Okay.
And it's actually it has grounding in like physics too. Like this guy was like Whitehead was like a mathematician before all this stuff too. He wrote Principia Mathematica with
Bertrand Russell.
Bertrand Russell back in the day.
As I just found out.
Yeah, they were like trying to. I read that in my philosophy of mathematics class because they were trying to ground mathematics in like logic and set theory, and ultimately they failed. But it was like an insane achievement for the time. And then after that, I think like his son died or something, and then he like went deep in philosophy to like, figure out what the hell's going on with consciousness.
Fuck, I like when people get going about process. Vibing this out. Process. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like there aren't things; there are only becomings.
I like that idea.
Everything exists in relation to everything else. There can't just be, a singular thing.
That's awesome. That's so sick.
Yeah, I want to read Process and Realities at some point. I got to make a Whitehead video someday.
The craziest philosopher you've never heard of. Process and Reality PDF.
I think it's like I've heard it described as like similar to Hegel, where it's kind of hard to read, sort of incomprehensible.
Okay, let's go to a random page. Let's go to a random page and put that to the test. I was like ranting about Hegel to my girlfriend, and I just kept like pulling up random pages and being like, "Look at this shit," and I'm like yelling about it.
Yeah, let's see. If the subject-predicate form of statement be taken to be metaphysically ultimate, it is then impossible to express this doctrine of feelings and their superject. It is better to say that the feelings aim at their subject than to say that they are aimed at their subject. For the latter mode of expression removes the subject from the scope of the feeling and assigns it to an external agency. I mean, this isn't Hegel level. I can kind of like, even out of context, I can kind of follow what he's saying.
Thus, the feeling will be wrongly abstracted from its own final cause. The final cause is an inherent element in the feeling, constituting the unity of that feeling. An actual entity feels as it does feel in order to be the actual entity which it is. And yeah, I feel like I could read this.
Yeah. I've mostly look up Matt Segal, or actually look up Footnotes to Plato. This guy is so good. He followed me on Twitter a while ago, and that was like my proudest moment. Yeah, this guy fucking rules. Yeah, I think one of his biggest videos.
Oh, he's handsome.
Yeah, he's a handsome dude too. But yeah, he makes a lot of videos about Whitehead. He has a video. Wait, go to sort by popular. Yeah, he has diagram of Hegel's phenomenology of spirit. I remember watching that ages ago to try to understand.
So I have
Peter
the
Whitehead's
thankless task of
Process and Reality Sherbrune.
Sherbrune. Look that up in a sec.
trying to diagram Hegel's phenomenology of spirit for you. I'm going to use sort of icon versions of the various diagrams that we've been moving through over the last several weeks. And this isn't going to be a perfect mapping of what Hegel is battle. They recognize that they're going to need to find an asymmetrical relationship, because if one of them were to die, then that would leave the other self-consciousness in the same situation it had been in when it was just assimilating inanimate objects.
I should watch that. I feel like while I learned something.
If you want to understand Hegel, sure. I don't know if that's worth.
I have a desire to understand Hegel. I feel like I could understand Hegel. Would it benefit me to understand Hegel in any context besides being able to argue about Hegel?
I mean, I feel like having another framework to work with is always kind of fun, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
And if you're trying to understand Marxism, it's probably useful to understand Hegel too.
Yeah, I feel like if I'm gonna start going after people,
you gotta meet them on their level.
I gotta meet them on their level. You're right. So someone says probably not.
Who fucking cares? Whitehead is too based. He realized God's true reality, so he got fucked over by both analytics. So true. That's actually facts.
Explain that.
Like, he was too like wishy-washy and like consciousness pilled for the analytic philosophical tradition, which he kind of came from with Bertrand Russell. But he was too wishy-washy and continental for them. But he was also too methodical and deliberate for the continental tradition. I should make a video about continental and analytic philosophy. I feel like that's something a lot of people are curious about.
What defines continental? Is just because I know it's like Deleuze and Guattari.
It's mostly it's kind of arbitrary. It mostly has to do with like a lot of European philosophers that were just kind of spitting. Were the continental tradition, so people like Nietzsche, the existentialists, the postmodernists, those are all kind of considered continental philosophy. Whereas the stuff that was happening in the U.S., like the pragmatists and like the William James type guys, they were all analytic philosophers.
Okay.
So it's mostly just what was happening in the U.S. versus what was happening in Europe, in like that section of time.
Okay. I do like the pragmatists. Yeah. I feel like I don't know. It's hard because I'm not a very open person, so I find that like I can't meet things on their level, and I'll like read pragmatists to be like, of course, this guy gets it. Then I'll read anything else that like doesn't agree with like my kind of innate framework, and I'm like, this is horrible. Like I can't take things in like very openly.
Yeah.
So
I'm like I feel like I have the opposite problem. I feel like whenever I read, I'm like, yeah, I can follow this. I'm with you, but then I need to like actually have my own opinions. What's this guy saying? Once you realize that metamodernism is the current emerging cultural movement and is basically whitehead applied to society, everything starts to make sense. Footnotes to, I do know Footnotes to Plato did have a dialogue with a metamodernist a while ago. And I think, yeah, based on that conversation, it seemed like they were finding a lot of common ground. So I could see that being the case.
Yeah, I only know metamodernism is just rebuilding, like trying to rebuild what we derive meaning from without religion, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Like, yeah, and I think John Vervaeke, he had a conversation with a metamodernist too, and it's the same kind of deal. It's like, you know, trying to resuscitate meaning, fight the meaning crisis. Yeah.
I know Plastic Pills hates the metamodernists.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember he brought it up on the Horseshoe Theory pod.
Yeah. Which I did read this one book, Recapture the Rapture. That was really lame. But I feel like that's not a meta-modernist book. I kind of felt like, you know how like tech guys or like rich people decide to write a book and they're like near the, like in the latter half of their life, and the book's always like really boring and like kind of dumb and very out of touch. It's like one of those books. There's a famous TED Talk about fasting that's like the worst TED Talk I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's just some rich guy who like retired when he was 35, and he's like, fasting, and he just like starts rambling about how like he gets a good night's sleep. It's like really anecdotal, like rambling, but it's a TED. You pay for TED Talks, right?
Yeah. No, I mean a lot of them just happen at like universities, and I think you could just pull up. I don't know. I've never been to a TED Talk.
I think you buy them though. I think like you can buy into having a TED Talk, like hosting one.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean that's what Sam Hyde did. I think.
That's what, like a lot of these famous TED Talks are just rich people being like, oh, I'm gonna yap. I'm gonna spend my money and yap. Metamodernism is just a mix of religious beliefs from postmodernism and the science of modernity. Level 3 mental gymnastic.
Wait, beliefs from pre-modern, the science of modernity.
Beliefs from pre-modern and the science of modernity.
I don't know enough about metamodernism.
No.
Refute that.
You have to spend 10,000 to be in a TED Talk.
Damn.
What about that G.G. Allen TED Talk? You ever seen that? No.
I'm familiar with G.G. Allen. Well, my favorite TED Talk is the Reggie Watts one, where he just beatboxes. That one's kind of funny.
TED Talks archive with G.G. Allen.
TED's been around since 1989.
Recently leaked footage from the TED Talk archives reveals musician and performance artist G.G. Allen in a presentation from 1989. What?
I just want to get your best voice.
I hear laughter. First thing we gotta make clear is this fucking article right here. Before I read anything, if I do. There's a bunch of shit in here about me. Saying that I've been crying wolf for the past 8 years. Who's got that fucking laugh box? Laugh box. Huh? Somebody here got a laugh box? Got a fucking problem with a laugh box? Fucking hear it again, that's it. fucking laughing problem? Got a laughing problem, motherfucker? Fuck you. Fuck you. I ain't got a laughing problem. If you want to laugh, I can leave and you can laugh at the next two people or whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to be laughed at. We got a fucking article here that was written about me saying that I was crying wolf and I was going out with some bitch named Lisa Suckdog. Anybody know this girl? Anybody here know this girl? Somebody in here fucking knows this girl. I know they do. Fucking bullshit motherfucking liars. Say right here, it's right in fucking print, in one of your fucking Boston lame motherfucking magazines. Let me quote you. As to whether G.G. Allen says he really intends to go through with his suicide plan remains to be seen. What the fuck remains to be seen? Some bitch that I met in a fucking bus stop for 2 minutes and I tried to rape in New York says that I fucking went out with her and said that I cried wolf. I never fucking cried wolf. I never fucking said in the last 13 years that I was going to kill myself on stage. Never. Never. I may have gone to the fucking hospital and I may have done these things, but I never fucking cried wolf. When I say I'm gonna fucking kill myself on October 31st, 1990, I'm gonna fucking do it. And no goddamn bullshit Boston newspaper is gonna fucking tell me that I'm crying wolf when I'm fucking dead.
These people just don't exist
Fucking
anymore.
newspaper is full of fucking shit. Burn with it,
I
baby.
realize this is in color.
Bullfuck. Why don't I what?
Like what?
Yeah, the fire was just...
Why don't I what? Do what? Kill myself sooner? Because it would have pleased you too much, you fucking cunt. Come up here. Why don't you come right up here to the mic and tell me that? Come on. Come on. You want me to? Yeah. Why didn't I kill myself sooner? Why didn't you kill yourself sooner?
Insane.
I know fucking Fuck you! Fuck you! Why didn't I kill myself sooner? You fucking... Fuck you! I killed myself sooner? Do you want me to kill myself sooner? Well, you're gonna have to wait. Because I ain't gonna kill myself on anybody's benefit. Take your fucking newspapers. Take whatever you got. Oh yeah, good. Bring the girl up. Bring on the posse. Came here to see me read, right? Why maybe I don't fucking want to read. But you buy it and read it for yourself. I don't owe you nothing! I owe you a fucking thing!
What would a guy like this do today?
See me fucking kill myself? Fuck you!
I know this part of the
The fucking reading shit, motherfucker!
video. It's like,
I'm reading fucking shit! I ain't reading fucking shit! Motherfucker! Now you know the fucking pain that I feel! Pain that I feel!
I feel like this is fine. It's like,
I guess it's already...
it's blurry enough.
what you feel inside. I can only feel inside what I feel in my body. If you want to feel what's in my body, you look with my mind. Because my body, yeah, it'll turn a motherfucker up. Is that it? Am I off?
You're off.
I don't want to be off.
Yeah, this is the biggest crash of all time.
Anybody else? Come on. I'm not done yet.
Yam's fucking fucked. So, fuck it.
Well, I want to be fucked.
It's my yam.
My skin is like paper. I don't need to fucking read nothing to you motherfuckers in Boston. I owe you nothing. You want to read it? Right here. $2. Read it. It's reality. Some motherfucker from the condo pygmies is gonna tell me that Boston ain't fucking lame. You're fucking right, Boston's lame, because they won't fucking fuck G.G. Allen. 8 fucking years. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Like there's no one alive who would sit and like intently watch this.
Is that the way it
Yeah,
is?
man.
Boston.
Like this is such a
Boston.
magical moment.
8 fucking years! I could go back through my fucking mind, say, where the fuck were you in Cantones back in 1979? Where the fuck were you? Where the fuck were you? Where the fuck were any one of you? Come here to see me fucking read.
I feel like G.G. Allen.
Like I owe you a fucking read.
I don't know if like I think all of them.
Your fucking newspapers. Bullshit! I'm gonna kill myself, and what the fuck are the cops? What's anybody gonna do about it? I'm gonna fucking do it, and I'm gonna do it for me, and I'm gonna do it for every motherfucker! And I'm fucking serious!
Just pulled the chair. No, he just pulled the chair out from under a guy.
They come here to read. They came here to tell you that your fucking papers are full of fucking shit. What are they gonna tell me that I haven't been through? Where have you been in fucking 8 fucking years? Where have you fucking been in 8 fucking years, huh?
Like what is he on about?
Like I owe you a respectable reading? Do you fucking treat me the way you did for 8 fucking years? I don't think I owe you fuckers anything. You didn't pay anything, you don't deserve anything. Here, have a fucking chair. Here, take it back, GG! Take it fucking That's it.
That's gonna get. There we go. It's the G.G. Allen TED Talk. Was it a punk thing?
It was founded as a technology conference. I'm on the Wikipedia page.
Okay. What does it say about the G.G. Allen TED Talk? Is that just what the video is called?
Yeah, some part of me doubts it was like a officially sanctioned TED thing.
The footage is not a TED Talk.
Yeah, that seems.
The sad thing is, I had to explain this footage is not a TED Talk to a guy who was not too bright. He tried to argue for a few minutes, but his own moment. They did punk stuff to start out. Someone just trolling putting that in the title. Is it r/GG Allen? Joe Perry, Alan Chappelle. What the fuck? Man, he's got a. This is ridiculous.
Oh man.
Such a fucked up guy. This is like the most fucked up guy of all time.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of odd. It's a weird sign if you're like really into G.G. Allen.
I know. Is Archie a G.G. Allen type of guy? Yeah. Yeah, I am. I like he's just objectively a bad person. You know the song Carmelita by Warren Zevon?
No.
Like, Carmelita, hold me tighter, all strung out on heroin. That song?
Okay, vaguely.
G.G. Allen is a really good cover of it. But I think the rest of his music fucking sucks. Look, Hunter S. Thompson. I'm just going to ignore it.
A late shit off LGBT paid me $25 to degrade her. Learn to be compassionate.
What?
What does that mean?
I don't want to engage with that.
Yeah.
Hunter Thompson. I got kind of blackpilled on Hunter Thompson.
I like his stuff on the Hells Angels is kind of sick. I also like Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail. That's a fun one.
Yeah. I feel like he just got too up his own ass. He's from Kentucky? Oh, he was in the military. These are such... Some people are so fucking weird. How do you end up like this? I feel like this is the period in time that could produce these people. Like who is alive like this? You know?
Yeah, I mean the 1960s was a different time.
I know no one's like is there like a streamer or like someone like some sort of public figure that's like just that unhinged? Like that unreadable.
I don't think there's anybody like that is like that that's also like mysterious and enigmatic. Like there's no mystique anymore.
Yeah,
Because people just put their whole shit online.
No, because Sam Hyde doesn't have that. Orange, isn't it called Orange Pill? No. New Pill. Yeah. The pill is orange. It's like Sam Hyde podcast clips.
They have the channel Perfect Guy Life too, don't they?
Oh yeah. Scuff Realtors live right now.
Just restream.
Arkansas. I mean, Arkansas is...
Yeah, Nick Rogerford's so much funnier than fucking Sam, in my opinion. Nick's so funny.
He seems more normal.
They had Shane Gillis on?
Yeah, no, wait, craziest thing, I watched some of this. Nick Mullen is in the background too.
What?
Yeah.
These people are just all converging?
You could take your choices. The first psychological test. Are you a couch man or are you a Staples?
Drink there.
This is actually the Wilton model.
I'm gonna hit the Staples.
There you go.
I think this was
Nick, can we
recorded ages ago though, because they talk about the trucker convoy in Canada.
Such a long description. This is old.
Yeah.
Yes, this episode is not new. That's why you can watch it on YouTube full thing for free. How many times are you going to clip this? It's only been clipped once before on this channel. Oh yeah, it is old. You also have the head on. Damn. Yeah, this content machine is fucking fascinating.
Yeah.
Because I don't really follow what they do.
Whoa.
Can't go to the website. 2 more links. Second channel. I know, I don't follow too much of what they do. People are complaining that like Fish Tank has become like a slop show now.
I watched like clips of the original Fish Tank back in the day, but I haven't seen any of the new stuff they're doing. That's mostly like Jet Neptune's thing though, isn't it?
With the
Like,
first,
I know Sam Hyde's involved.
how old's the first Fish Tank? Is that like 2 years ago? Oh Jesus Christ!
Time's going fast.
Yeah, no, it is Jet Neptune's thing. Jetnettude. Fuck me. Fish tank. Is it when's season 3? Oh yeah, he like when the fucking people freaked out and like threw a mallet at somebody.
Smash it, 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 smash it.
Yeah, this season is fucked up.
Don't you ever fucking swing that hammer at me again!
This season had a bunch of fucked up people. There's a bunch of fights.
Timmy, stop!
I didn't do anything! I didn't do anything to her! She fucking picked that shit up, fucking swung the hammer! Don't
I don't know. I think people are like attributing too much to what it was supposed to be. I think people are like upset. They're like, oh, this was like this really cool art project, and now it's turning into like, I'm like, no, it's a bunch of like autistic weirdos in a house together. Like, it was never destined to be an art project.
Yeah, I feel like it's more interesting in concept than it is like actually instantiated.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna go against the whole this whole thing that like YouTube has become slop. I'm gonna go against that narrative. I think people expect too much of everything. I think people want everything to be like high art or to like provide value to their lives in a really tangible way. And I don't know, slop is annoying, but it's also just like don't engage with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you could just ignore the slop and, you know.
Like there's this guy, wait. YouTube has a slop.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched this yet. We met this guy at VidCon though.
Yeah, we did. The
Raymundo.
There's a clip from the
From Turkey Tom's party?
yeah, there's a clip from Turkey Tom's party in this video. I don't know if I can find it.
It's like towards the beginning. I've watched like the first like section of it.
Yeah. I mean,
That's insane.
how sloppy are things though? You know,
I mean, drama YouTube is really bad, I think.
a Cheeto. He makes like, what's a Cheeto saying?
So vegan activists are one.
This is just
sleep in the dog!
Whoa.
Family.
Hi, sweetie!
Just a random timestamp fucking Hitler, dude.
KSI ended his career.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we're going to be shown the stark contrast of where your favorite.
God damn. There's so much money in it though. I don't know. It's just like there's so much dumb shit on YouTube. Just don't engage with it.
Yeah.
That's like my methodology. But this drama stuff. Oh, there's Ollie Sunvia.
So I was laying.
Ollie Sunvia and then
Just
Surf.
representing Gen Z.
If you're looking at a
surf
joke
gameplay.
and you get offended at a fucking joke, you are the most pathetic person I think that I see in my day-to-day life. Like, I see people like this on Twitter. Now, that being said, if you get offended at someone saying something actually...
Off your Discord server.
That's community building.
Did you meet up in real life with this person?
Yeah, Discord girlfriend doesn't count. If you dated a girl off my Discord server, then broke up civilly, I'm proud of you.
offensive, well, that's a different thing. If someone just gets on Twitter...
Actually talk about Ollie Sunday.
Wilson considers in his recent paper, The Etiquette of Equality. In one sense, we can say that the second student is just performing a reductio, which is when you criticize an argument by showing how it leads to an absurd conclusion. For example, when Socrates said, humans are defined as featherless animals with 2 legs, and Diogenes brought him a featherless chicken to prove him wrong. Similarly, the second student is logically...
What?
He's brought him a featherless chicken to prove him wrong.
Oh, okay, so he's basically calling him a silly goose. I get it. So I don't know who Diogenes is, Diogenes nuts or something. Not really familiar with this guy's game. Sounds like a goat, though. If he's friends with Socrates, then he sounds like a real OG. Might get back to that later or something. Might have to check out his work. But that is a style of thinking that I've noticed take place sometimes, where if you'll make an argument and then people extrapolate the wrong thing from that. You know, Plato here, he
What could
says...
this video possibly be about that he starts bringing up?
Men are featherless bipeds, or bipeds, I don't know what that word means. And then Diogenes plucked a chicken and brought it to him, and he's like, oh, here's a man. Hilarious, because that's not what he's saying. Diogenes is representative of the current day, quote-unquote, now you're saying crowd, or the so you're saying crowd. It's when you say one thing, and then there's this type of person who would respond with the phrase, so you're saying that, and then say something that you didn't say. So if you say, for example, yeah, I think biking to work is good because it's better for the...
Guy discovers straw men.
environment. Oh, so you're saying you hate people who drive cars? No, actually, I'm not saying that. I didn't say that. You're just wrong. And Diogenes is like, oh, so you're saying this is a man? Fuck you, Diogenes. Ass bitch. Like, it's sometimes fair to extrapolate conclusions based on what people are saying, and I might do it sometimes, so don't catch this as a contradiction. But people who do that sometimes are just like doing it in the most bad faith or just retarded way possible.
Similarly, the second student is logically showing how the first
I'm so
student's
interested in
principle,
where
a
he's
state
going
may
with
not
this.
base its criminal laws on bare moral disapproval, leads to absurd consequences, such as making
Alright, she was
bestiality
handsome.
immune to punishment. There's nothing offensive about that. Quote, yet I suspect many will share my instinct that this point of logic is not all that matters from a moral point of view. If many people interpret the second student as making a moral equivalence between same-sex intercourse and bestiality and feel insulted by it, then even if their offense might be mistaken, it's still important to investigate why this feeling of offense happens. But we should be careful. The more we treat misunderstandings as genuine signs of harm, the less we are able to talk to one another. It can cause the very people we want to create a caring space for to feel increasingly offended.
This is exactly what I'm talking about when I say walking around on eggshells. The idea that discourse itself is so
I don't wanna, like-
fragile that you have.
I don't want to watch this video to the point where I understand it. I'm just so confused on like what he could possibly be. Dude, YouTube's so fucking funny. You know, it's funny like how we know all these people. I like how are we commentary adjacent just from like
Just
Oki and
because of Oki.
yeah, Oki and Chris.
Yeah.
It's so random. Are we commentary adjacent?
I don't think. I mean,
I
we know these people, but I don't think that means that like our community ourselves is like a commentary community.
I think the issue is that we don't like if you get somebody who's like a gun YouTuber or I'm trying to think like a car, like all the subgenres of YouTubers, they don't define themselves as YouTubers. They define themselves as like people doing a thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think the issue is that like commentary people and then us and you know kind of adjacent to it, we define ourselves as YouTubers.
Yeah.
It's not just like I'm not really doing anything on RuneScape, am I? I'm just like bank standing. Yeah,
I know what you mean though. But I mean, I feel like we all kind of do. Like we're kind of like I don't know. Like what Greg is doing is like satire. What you know. Like I think the thing that distinguishes commentary is that it's like it's self-referential. Like it's YouTube videos about YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And that's all they will ever be. Whereas I feel like we're not just making YouTube videos about YouTube videos. You know, we're not part of that like recursive labyrinth, you know?
Yeah. The complete disaster of Fuzz99. The most hated TikToker just got exposed. 1.1 million views. Duncan, what am I doing wrong? How come I can't pull 1.1 million views?
Too gay?
Too gay?
Just need like close-up shot of face, impact font bold.
She's so evil.
Obviously, don't be a.
Get out of here. Total weirdo? This YouTube creep hit rock bottom. You lost.
The first gay movie.
Horrible situation. It's their fault. This channel ruined the next generation. See, this one didn't do many views. So she finally responded. And then right into drag on plastic pills. Oh my... Who?
Okay, if what just
There's someone I found... I was ranting about this on Horseshoe Theory. There's a guy I found recently.
You're watching Limp Work?
Was I?
Yeah, it was searched up. I like that guy's videos.
Woke Games. See if I can find... Andy Pan... Yeah, here it is.
It's gay.
Okay, so this guy... I went over this on Horseshoe Theory, so...
is he just like a everything is woke type of guy?
But I like... You can watch his mind break with his thumbnails, okay? So... we have... Let me make this full screen here. So we have GhostCon retrospective. What went wrong in Mafia 3, okay? Where did Gears of War go wrong? Immersive Sims... right?
Yeah, he's just making videos about games.
Then-
and then that's the inciting incident.
When did games become so soft?
Yeah.
Okay?
This is his biggest video so far up until this point.
Right, and he gets a little excited. He's like, oh, give me one. So he treaded into... that territory, right? And he's like, oh, when did gaming go soft? Give it big hand, okay? The genius of Fallout, 11K
Yeah,
views.
falls off hard.
Open world games, bad, okay, right? Why Homefront went wrong, right? He's fallen off, okay? And then we're 42, something went woke, and he's like,
Yeah, whoa, back to
the big numbers.
Back to the big numbers. Oh my god. Who killed masculinity? Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, who killed masculinity in gaming? 2.6 million views.
God, this channel page is so blackpilling.
I know, right? Playing games is wrong. Went back. She played it again. So 2.6 down to 15K, down to 22,000.
Back to woke.
Why are games so gay now? Almost a million.
Jesus.
Is this DEI in the game?
Christ.
500,000. Homophobic, Giga Chad, and then the pussification of video games. So he started with games went soft. What killed masculinity? So he keeps hitting this note and keeps getting 1 million views. Now he's into woke YouTubers, DEI propaganda.
Oh my god.
Everything is gay and retarded now. What is the crisis of masculinity? Now he's just into like wild positing about masculinity.
Wow.
And now he's in. Can I prove that games are woke? Yes. And I don't know, going after the Act Man. I think. I think he has beef with the Act Man.
God, this guy sucks.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he does. He's against the Act Man, our old friend Kelly. Kelly, the Act Man, man. Yeah, but it is blackpilling. Watching this guy.
Because he's just being rewarded for this. Like,
I know, it's insane. And then
works.
his first video is 8 months ago, right? Like he's got 30 videos uploaded. He's got double the subs I have.
Yeah, in a better universe, this guy is just making videos about immersive Sims.
Yeah.
He's just hanging out. You
No,
know?
it's like all these missing is like for some reason, like this game, these videos had like a bad hook, and then this game had like a good hook or good branding, right? What's his Discord like? What's his Twitter like?
Cheeto follows him.
Oh, see, his Twitter is just into like 6 woke attributes in games, making female characters ugly, replacing male characters with female characters, removing masculinity in masculine characters, thoughtlessly cramming in as many minorities as possible, changing historical events to push current messages, softening, watering down, or removing anything controversial. Fallout New Vegas?
I like how he made like this sort of iconography for it too, like as if it's like an infographic.
He radicalized himself. What radicalized you? No one.
Literally YouTube viewers radicalized him.
Yeah, AdSense revenue radicalized him. Fuck, this is blackpilling. This would be like an interesting. I'd like to see someone do a video on this guy.
You should, dude. This is content.
I know, but I don't want to make stuff like this. I want to go into like. I'm trying to do videos that are like teaching me things.
Yeah.
As I make the video. I guess I don't know, man. It's kind of, I don't know where my channel's at, honestly.
You could learn something making a video about this. Although people have kind of beat the horse of, you know, right-wing radicalization on the internet. Like people have talked about that ad nauseum.
Yeah. Redditors are gonna hate this. Reddit, like, this is the contemporary conservative now. It's just like building a tulpa in his head of what a Redditor is. If that's still like a relevant concept. Like
it also browses Reddit like way more than like in the top 1 percentile of Reddit users.
Redditors, yeah. Like what is a Redditor? Who gives a fuck about Redditors? That sounds like a 2018 insult.
A lot of people called me a Redditor for my philosophy tier list. Just everything you don't like is Reddit.
Everything you don't like is Reddit. I know, but like everyone uses Reddit. Who doesn't use Reddit? Reddit's increasingly the only way to find
human answers for questions.
So I'm kind of bullish on Reddit right now. Reddit's having a renaissance. Interesting. Fascinating concept here. I wonder who else is like this. Can anyone think of any other examples of YouTubers who like just got radicalized by their own audience? Smells like he is his cow that he can milk type influence. Who made all the Mr. Beast videos?
Oh, Dog Pack?
No, not Dog Pack. You'll know that he made like 10 in a row.
Oh, yeah. More Pegasus. Yeah, just like 10 consecutive Mr. Beast videos.
Yeah, wait, let's see.
It's over. He's done.
Okay.
Finally over.
Yeah, 1.7 million views, 7.5 million views, 5.2 million views, 2.7.
These are all in the same month, dude.
Yeah, it's over, he's done, finally over, it's done, they end, finally done, he's over, and they're all...
Yeah. He must have made
massive...
He must have made hundreds of thousands of dollars that month. Like...
Fuck me, you're right. Yeah, you absolutely would have made... These 8 videos here. Yeah, that's like over $100,000 of AdSense revenue.
Easily.
Fuck. It got worse. He's finished. Finally sued. He just keeps going.
Yeah, the finale, and then he keeps going.
Finally finished. He just can't, like, one day ago, 1.1 million views. What the fuck?
New Mr. Beast allegations have dropped yet again, and this time it's involving faking parts of charity work and allegedly some shady crypto stuff. So last time on the Mr. Beast saga, we covered the fact that he got sued by contestants on his Beast Games Amazon show, and we covered the whole Lunchly disaster with KSI and Logan Paul, and we even made a full
I could do a getting radicalized by your audience video. That's pretty, like...
Or just your audience molding you to be a certain type of person.
Yeah, audience capture.
Yeah.
I could do a video on that. Actually, I think I could have a compelling video to make that wouldn't just be drama slop.
Yeah.
Because that Andy Pants gaming thing has been like on my mind for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because it's
that's such an insane case study. Because you just see it on the title thumbnails of his channel. Like.
I could shit that video in like 2 weeks. I absolutely could. I should do that. I feel like I'm going down like an anti radicalization path on my channel. I don't know. It's hard trying to find like I don't know why people watch me. You know.
Me neither, dude. I have no idea what people click on my videos for.
No, me neither.
I thought I figured it out, and then I made an iceberg video, and it got like no views.
Is it at now?
It's not even 100K, I don't think.
You're fighting with this guy.
Yeah, that motherfucker. Yeah, it's like it's just been edging 100K for like a week.
2.5 million, 2.8 million. Damn. Maybe just change the thumbnail and title.
Yeah, maybe.
They call it like the social experiments iceberg.
Yeah. Yeah, that probably would do better, but that would kind of be disingenuous. Because there's like maybe one social experiment in the entire thing. It's all just concepts.
The concept iceberg?
Yeah, the social concept iceberg.
Okay, you call it the social concept iceberg, and then the thumbnail is just the words, the age of consent. That would do well.
The social construction iceberg.
Yeah, and then a week later you're like, yeah, guys, I think all this is bullshit, actually.
Social construction iceberg would actually probably do pretty well. I should rename it that, see if that does anything.
The social construction iceberg.
Yeah, because conservatives love talking about how leftists think everything is social construction.
You could. I think it's always worth. Like, is that your first title and thumbnail?
I did the A/B testing thing, and I picked that one for the thumbnail. But you can't A/B test titles, I don't think.
You should be able to A/B test titles. You should change the title and thumbnail.
Yeah.
It's always worth. Like, it's always worth if you did 2.8 million before this. Like, there's no reason this doesn't have that many views. Yeah. What's the click-through rate on it?
I don't know. Let me check.
Pull it up.
I'm gonna pull up the evil analytics app.
You know, it's depressing. I'm sure you can relate to this even more than me. When you have a good when you have a good AdSense month, and then it goes down, you watch that, like the number with the dollar sign and the gray arrow pointing downwards.
Yeah, dude. I've been sitting on that for the past month.
Yours must have said, I imagine yours was a crazy number at some point.
Yeah.
And then it's probably like what, like a quarter, like an eighth of it, what it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the video, like me dropping that video, actually tanked the revenue I was getting already. just passively.
Oh.
Like my revenue went down after I dropped that video. Where the fuck is my CTR? Where do you even see it?
Patreon Q&A.
I straight up don't know how to check my CTR.
I have 7 Twitter notifications.
Oh, click through. Wait. Yeah, 3.6% CTR. That's kind of bad.
That's pretty bad. You could I would just like I would get like
Change the title thumbnail.
yeah, definitely change the title thumbnail. And even like I've cut out, although it didn't work, so don't listen to me too much, but I've cut out like beginning sections of videos. Because I've done videos where like I've had like a longer intro.
Yeah, just cut the preamble.
Yeah, just go right into like the second I click on the video, it's like blah 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 blah.
Yeah, true.
I've done that before. I feel like it's worth doing because you have that opportunity.
Yeah.
It's something like, especially like where you have nothing to lose, like the video's just doing drastically worse than your other videos. Totally worth just like trying anything.
If you cut a section of a video in YouTube Editor, can you bring it back later? Like, will it save?
I don't know.
I feel like it wouldn't. So I'm kind of hesitant to do that, but I might just title thumbnail. I should do for sure.
Definitely do title thumbnail. Do it for like old videos too. Like this one, you know.
I think that I like that thumbnail though, because it is like it kind of moves and shit. You know, I thought that was like kind of a goated thumbnail.
It's crazy how I don't know what the fucking.
I don't know what works, dude.
I don't know what works either, because like I go to like Solar Sands. This is like one of his best videos, recently as far as performance goes, and it's like the same kind of very very vague title thumbnail. You know, the most controversial children's book in history. I was talking to JJ about this. I think like we're very like narrative people too. Oh, Hoser, what's up?
Hoser's in chat.
Broken Duncan, come to Ottawa. Change thumbnail 10 times. Oh yeah, I watch you change your thumbnails a lot actually. But then it works for you, doesn't it? I remember this one was really bad. I remember like didn't you post about this one performing like it was like a 9 and then you changed it and now it's like 1.9 million views. Yeah. Damn, dude, you're fucking killing it. 3.5 million.
Yeah, almost 500,000 less than a week.
God damn. This video really inspired me, actually. I want to go back to the neighborhood I stayed in Athens and do a video on the anti-tourist anarchists there.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I don't know, travel
That's an interesting combination of opinions.
Anti-tourist anarchist?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then, like, I want to, like, pivot into investigative journalism so bad. Just for, like, I'm going to for my own. I've only had 8s to 10s recently. What do you mean? You have
Yeah, these are all bangers. I guess, like, yeah, maybe just in the section of time they've been up.
Your fourth most recent video is your most popular video. Anyway. Yeah, I want to do more investigative journalism on the ground shit, but then I also feel like that just does bad.
Yeah, I mean,
YouTube is just black pills. Like,
it is,
as you make videos, you just get, like, black pilled on fucking everything.
I mean, a lot of the time, like, there's so many, like, the diminishing returns with, like, putting more effort into videos is, like, so insane.
Yeah.
Like, it's, you know, to make a video, like, 5% better than it would otherwise be, like, that results in, like, less than 0.1% more views.
It's like, I feel like Gen Z is a good, as someone who made Gen Z videos. This one, I remember like watching this. This had like 2 million views. I remember watching this video and it was just like,
and
not very interesting. You know,
I don't think it necessarily freed my interest in
it's not like
the title, and
you know,
you pay it off. This is going to be a video that is brimming with is posted, expressed.
I feel like it would take me like sometimes when I watch shit, I'm like, oh, this would take like a day. You know, if I like, this would take me a day to make. I feel like my videos take so much editing work to produce, and then I watch stuff. I'm like, fuck, this would be like a day, a day.
And especially like for me, like especially my longer videos, people tell me they listen to them in the background or like when they're going to sleep or doing the dishes, and I spend like hours and hours editing like tiny keyframing animations just to like make it look slick and cool, and it's like, am I just wasting my time? You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I know, man. I know. It's fucking frustrating. I don't think people are prepared for how frustrating being a YouTuber is. Even just like the times I talk to JJ, and JJ even says like, I don't know why my audience watches me. I'm like, bro.
yeah. It's like
you too.
He's so fully made it, but it's the same like brain disease.
I know. You never. I mean, look. I guess
you can never fully make it. Is the thing too. You could always fall off.
you can never make it. You can always fall off, and you never know. You always feel like you're flailing.
Yeah.
No.
You're just treading water at all times.
Yeah. I've never met a YouTuber who's like, oh, I feel like really comfortable with what I'm doing. Maybe like Turkey Tom.
Yeah. Or probably I would imagine people like Anthony Fantano. Like, that's just kind of future proof. Like, there will always be content. People will always be interested in new music.
Yeah. You were saying that. You were saying like he is
It's like the perfect YouTuber. I feel like I feel like Anthony Fantano is like the platonic ideal of YouTube.
Hi and hello.
Oh wait, needle drop.
Yeah. Because it's just like it's a field that already exists.
1, 2, 3.
Music journalism.
How's he doing? Is he falling off at all?
I mean, it really depends on just the popularity of the artist, and he uploads like every single day.
Yeah. Tony Richmond.
The Future one did decent.
Future, yeah. Voids, not good. He gave MJ. You know who MJ Lenderman is?
No.
He's a new like slacker country artist that I really like. He gave this one a 3 to 10.
Damn.
I know, I was pissed too, and he's objectively like, he's getting like roasted in the comments because he reads like, he just reads a bunch of like lyrics out of context. One of the lyrics is like, I have a houseboat docked at the Himbo Dome. I'm like, that's like objectively a great lyric.
YouTuber called Deep Dive. Got 6 million views in a single video. Last update 4 years ago. Damn. Yeah, some people just quit.
Called a Deep Dive. Yeah, I feel it sometimes. The Deep Dive. No.
Yeah, it's not this guy.
Deep Dive.
I saw, speaking of dead channels, Every Frame a Painting dropped a video like the other day. Which is kind of wild. He's like the OG video essayist.
How this tiny fish is cooling our planet. Why China's largest volcano is so unusual. Earthquakes in the east are so much more dangerous.
Yeah, 6 million views.
2 years ago. Just, my name is Roman. I make videos about science, history, and politics, and mostly science. If you have any questions, send me an email below.
He has no social media.
Wow. Damn. People really be doing crazy shit. I used to love a now dead channel called PBS Idea Channel.
Oh yeah. I remember this one.
PBS Idea Channel.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen like a couple of these videos.
7 years ago. Interesting. Damn. The map of feature of the universe. Damn. Our bronies changing the definition of masculinity 12 years ago.
Damn.
Homestuck 12 years ago? My god, dude, this is like I love finding shit like this. You know, I was looking into last night. Amazing Atheist.
Oh, is he still around?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what he did and how he made money, because he's like not getting views at all. But he's just like daily up.
Yeah, 3K. Halloween candy tier list. Oh my god.
He's daily uploads, but then I looked at his Patreon. He's a Patreon podcast that's like 6,000 members.
Oh damn.
So he's definitely making like a lot of money.
That's fucking crazy. Daily uploads for 3K views. That's, oh man.
$7 a month. 6,000 members. What does that translate to? That's like $500,000 a year off Patreon.
That's cozy.
That's cozy. Pessimist Productions, creating videos and more. Yeah, I feel like he has he's got a lot of shit going on.
New arguments against God. He's still on the atheist train.
He's still the amazing atheist.
New argument against God.
Well, one of the things.
Dumbest argument yet. Oh, a new argument for God. Dumbest argument yet. And I went to his like videos popular.
And he's edging like 1 million subscribers too. That's got to be depressing.
Justin Bieber sucks. 36 answers to dumb women's questions. 20 answers for black people.
Oh my god.
Sarah Palin. This was in my feed.
Folks.
This could have been me. This could have been me. Yeah.
I sit before you today thoroughly
I used to look pretty much exactly like this.
convinced that John McCain is mentally retarded, or at least senile beyond any sort of reasonable doubt. Because today he chose a woman named Sarah Palin.
Oh yeah, he put a banana in his ass. I forgot about that. Do you know about that?
No.
He got like baited by 2 women to put a banana in his ass on camera and put it on Pornhub.
Damn.
Yeah, you can still find it. Oh, and also poured hot oil on his dick.
Jesus
Christ. Which is also on Pornhub. Yeah, I don't know how you come back from that. Oh, he's looking better. I like his new look.
Yeah, this sort of wizard kind of vibe.
Yeah, he's got a good new look going. Our childhood was trash. He's looking old. Fuck, I hate how the internet's so old you can watch people age on it. Like, just like YouTubers you used to watch that are now, like, visibly old. We kind of look similar. I feel like without the beard, we have like similar faces. There's some other dead channels. What does Ray William Johnson do?
Well, I think he's still kicking.
17 million subs.
I know he was on like a self-help arc for a while.
He's down. He's down views. I thought he's still getting 500,000.
That's, I mean, for how long he's been doing it, that's impressive.
And like AI generated thumbnails. Almost famous. She's gone.
Wait, scroll up. She's a fake psychic medium. How well did that one do? Wait, go down. A little bit more. Oh, that got 500k views a month ago. Okay, okay.
You're in?
I'm in.
What's his most popular video? 15 years ago. Don't Call Me Fat, 2009.
Broke. I mean, if you look, this girl isn't
Why is it in this aspect ratio?
like overweight or anything. In fact, she's actually rather thin. But you know, from this point on, her friends will refer to her as that fat girl who broke the trampoline. Hey, way to go, fatty. Hide your chapstick or that fat girl will eat it all. I'm just saying, you know they're gonna make fun of her. Forum, I need you to check out this video of this drunken...
Man, this is such... Is he a dad yet? What's his life like? Why does he look the exact same? MartianMultiverse.com.
Oh, is this what your favorite Martian? Is he still doing that?
What? You could buy this? Oh my god!
Christ. Get some Your Favorite Martian merch for the studio? God damn.
Watch on YouTube.
Do they still have the Bitch Got a Penis video up? That was a tough watch even back then.
1.63. What? How is this still getting views? Oh the trauma song Algorithm God. What the fuck?
That's insane.
Popular. Oh, he's got Orphan Tears. 50 million. Man, this shit did numbers back in the day. Fuck me. Bitch Got a Penis was renamed to something. I remember finding that video. Fuck This Job. 2 years ago, 1 year ago.
Wow.
Douchebag. Friend Zone. That shit's so funny. Transphobic Techno. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
He left it up and renamed it. Man. I don't know. Do you ever think you'll quit? Do you ever think, like... Do you have a stop loss with YouTube?
I feel like if I get to the point where I'm like Amazing Atheist, and assuming I have no Patreon money, and I'm like daily uploading for like 3k views, I would probably call it quits. I'd get like a PhD at that point or some shit. I would do something else.
Yeah, it's scary, dude. It's fucking scary. It's scary because you start defining like the last 2 years. I'd say especially the last year of my life has been defined on like working on things every day. And just the idea of like I've built so much of my identity and my daily structure on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then just being like, oh, that was like a phase in my life that I'm now like doing something else. And I was once a YouTuber and now I'm no longer a YouTuber.
It's true. Yeah, being a former YouTuber is kind of, especially given that like my channel is like associated with my real name too. So this is just gonna like follow me for the rest of my career.
Yeah. It's an insane concept. It's a crazy concept. I don't know. That's what I mean. It's like I'm at the point where I can't stop. I don't really have anything else. You know, I could walk into any bar in Toronto and become a bar manager and make like 120K a year.
That's a nice life.
I have that. Like I have a thing I could fall back on.
Yeah.
Bro, I have a midlife crisis every day. I have a quarter life crisis every day. I'm like, fuck, dude, I want to have kids in the next like 5 years, and I'm still like trying to do shit like this. Today I was thinking today like I'm giving up my apartment on at the end of the year.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What's your move?
I'm gonna move to Thailand.
Oh damn.
For 2 months.
It's like Rainbow.
That's my plan right now. It's too expensive to live here, and I don't have enough money to reinvest in videos, and that's like really hurting me and hurting the like my prospects, because I know what I want to do and I know what I want to like become, and I'm trying to get there, but it's also just like fucking tough.
You need capital.
And you need capital. And I was like, cool, I can do that. I can move back. Like I can. It's cheaper to come back and forth from Toronto and like crash at the studio than it is just trying to live here full time. And it's not really like I'm not getting a return on living here full time.
Yeah.
Like if I'm back and forth from the studio, at least like, I'll still be part of the community here. But living here full time, it's just draining $2,000 a month from my wallet.
I mean, you could just find a place with like cheaper rent too. You could get like roommates or some shit.
Yeah, maybe down the line, maybe next.
I'm only paying like $1,000 a month for my place.
Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Maybe next year, but at this point, like I have to. I gotta figure something out. I think I'm just gonna throw myself in the fire.
Yeah.
I'm not in the fire enough.
Yeah, I mean, I can just YOLO going to Thailand is that's kind of a sick move. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I know. I need the pressure. I need the pressure. Like, oh yeah, just like keep going. Just keep going. Cause it's also like. I don't know. I worry too about like if I'm unique enough. It's one of those things like you can't think about it. This happened to me when I was doing my undergrad in painting, where I just kept asking myself why too much to the point where I started hating my life.
Yeah.
And I feel like no matter what you're doing, you can't ask yourself. Like you have to be delusional.
Yeah, you have to be delusional and like megalomaniacal with it. Like you have to gaslight yourself into thinking that like you have something that nobody else does.
Yeah.
And then because that's the only way that you can actually get that, you know.
No, I do. I do that constantly. I live my whole life is me gaslighting myself into thinking I'm a fucking genius.
It's necessary.
It is necessary, but then I actually start to become it. Like I'm making shit. I feel like I'm making shit at a quality that I never thought I would make.
Yeah.
And I remember like I always pictured myself, like especially like last year or 2 years ago, being like, oh, like I'm eventually gonna have the skill set to like make things that are so like objectively good that I actually have value on the platform. I'm not just like another guy. Like I'm doing something that's like unique to me. And now I feel like I'm there, and I'm getting there, and like I have it far more than I ever have. And I would have never have gotten there without believing that I could have had it in the first place. So being delusional pays off.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm anywhere near that yet. I just got really lucky with like random ideas that no one had done before, like doing tier lists and icebergs, just doing meme format for humanity shit. I was like the first person to really do that, and that I just got lucky as fuck by having that idea. I'm not doing because it's not that hard to actually do those things. So now there's plenty of other people that are in that same lane. So now I'm just another fucking guy doing that. I need like another unique thing to be doing.
How many philosophy is there? Another philosophy iceberg now?
Oh, there's so many.
The ultimate philosophy iceberg. The ultimate. Oh, these are the same. These are the same title. Snook.
Yeah, Snook. I've emailed with that guy because he's kind of. I don't want to say he's ripped me off, but like he's definitely done a lot of things directly inspired by me. Very much inspired by me. Like using the same iceberg meme that I do, sort of thing.
Philosophical questions. Interesting.
Yeah.
Snook. The philosophy iceberg explained. He made that twice. The ultimate philosophy iceberg explained versus the philosophy iceberg explained.
Yeah, might as well just do it again and get more views.
The philosophy iceberg explained. The philosopher iceberg explained. The philosopher's iceberg explained. The philosophy iceberg. Oh my god.
Dark philosophy iceberg part 3 is an info hazard. Yeah.
The existential crisis iceberg explained. The despair iceberg explained. That's so fast.
Type philosophy tier list too. There's like.
It's so funny that you made that video, then you just like, oh, everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna go make like a couple grand right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I need to. Yeah, like the guy who wrote The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck made a philosophy tier list.
The philosopher tier list 2 years ago, 1.7 million views. 4 months, 2 months. The philosophy. Oh, wow, he really did.
He did. And look at that thumbnail. That's like the same as like my Afterlife tier list. The thumbnail is like almost identical.
Damn. He's just ripping you off. Oh man, someone else did the self-destructive beliefs tier list.
That's pretty good. I like
it's the same thumbnail.
Yeah, it's just blurry.
Oh wait, even with like it's the exact same thumbnail with Jordan Peterson and F. What? SAF. Wow, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't want to rag on these guys too much. They're like, scroll up. There's one guy I like a lot who did one of his own. Yeah, like the Jared Henderson guy. That guy's cool. I like him. He makes cool shit.
Kindle has a bit. Ooh.
And he's like an actual like he's like has like a PhD in philosophy or some shit.
500K views 11 days ago. This is what I mean. Like this is what I think with YouTube being a different game now is that like you can't get an audience. Like you have to.
It's ideas based. It's not personality based.
No, absolutely, absolutely. It's totally ideas based. You have to either make things. I don't know. I guess this is what I'm trying to do with my channel and why it's a hard. Rather than just relying on like, oh, this video is a good idea, this video is a good idea, this video is a good idea. Like building a consistent repertoire of like, here's me, here's my worldview, here's like my philosophy, here's my politics, here's my antics, and here's the things I cover, and like just compounding that over and over and over and over again to the point where I do have an audience that's consistent.
And you have a brand.
And
like building a brand identity.
No, exactly. Because like
I don't have anything like that really.
You have to think about it like a business. I do think like people get into YouTube, and I think YouTube being into YouTube, you have like this old mindset of what being a YouTuber is. And it's dead. Like, it's completely dead.
Yeah, you can't just make videos anymore.
You cannot just make videos anymore. Yeah. You can't just be, like, a character that people follow. It's really sad when I see people doing, like, vlogs still.
Oh, yeah, that's sad.
Like, lifestyle vlogs. Yeah. I'm like, that's not going to take off. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I'm trying to become the next Casey Neistat in 2024.
Oh, man, I got to give you this. I have this whole, like, collection of internet characters I follow. That I just like watch their lives peripherally for no reason other than my own drama. And it's like I create my own drama content just for myself. Water of the day. Can I find this guy? There we go. This guy. Okay.
He's pretty big.
I watch this guy a lot, and I had to unfollow him actually because I like followed too much cringe and I was just like polluting my fucking brain. He makes videos.
He just drinks.
Where he goes,
Water of the day. Today I'm making candy corn water. You heard that right. What flavors am I gonna choose today? From my second carousel here, I am going to grab 2 flavors, and they are going to be the pina colada flavor. I'm also going to do the orange Sunkist. And from my third carousel, for my third flavor, I am going to choose the lemon.
But he's only a lolcow. Like when I started following him, he had like 20K followers because he had a viral video that was like a lolcow video, and it's just like.
Let's make my water of the day. I know a water bottle hates to see me coming. They know what's happening. What flavors am I gonna choose today? My voice is a little hoarse still.
I gotta
Instagram comments are different, man.
I love Instagram comments. They're so funny. See, like.
Let's make my water of the day. It's gonna be so brat. What flavors am I gonna choose today? Today's water of the day is inspired by the iconic Charlie XCX and this.
Anyway, so I've watched this guy for a year. Okay, I've watched this guy for a fucking year. He started out making these videos that immediately became lolcow content. And he gained a following as a lolcow, and I don't think he realizes that he's a lolcow, or even what the concept of a lolcow is. So he does this, and then he started making music.
Oh no!
And he released a song that was like dedicated to his haters. I gotta fucking find it. I gotta find this hater song. My TikTok, my YouTube channel.
Text me? Just has his like WhatsApp or some shit. Oh my god.
You can just text this guy.
Yeah.
That must go well for him. I'm sure he gets a plethora of pleasant texts. Let me see if I can find a water video that has a bunch of views, so you can really get the feeling of the comments.
3.7 there.
3.7 million.
Yeah, million middle, like yeah, go down. Right there, yeah.
Let's make my water of the day. Let's make my water of the day. Let's make my.
Good sort of self-referential bit.
1 million.
Let's make my water of the day. If I'm being honest, it's actually my
skin
second
are you
water
wearing?
of
Oh,
the
this is
day.
the
What
inside joke in
flavors
this
am I gonna-
community is that he looks like he's wearing someone else's face. Anyway.
No, someone in chat said he's calling him right now, dude.
Hey, are you the water of the day guy? Hey, I just want to tell you make great videos. You're a valued creator. Anyway, started making music. The music's bad. He also has like.
What's up, y'all? My name is Joseph.
So he has almost 1 million subscribers. I don't know why. I don't know what he does. Oh, okay. No.
I mean, those are good thumbnails.
He had a slime. He had a slime channel. Sorry, that's what it was. He went viral, dude. I know this guy's entire life. He had a slime channel that went viral. He started a slime company, sold the slime company, and then thought he was like an influencer, and then started making the water videos. Got big as a lolcow, started making music, and now he does like lifestyle vlogs that get like 10K views, and his life is just like kind of sad. And I watch like the cooking vlog, Vlogmas Day 3, Vlogmas Day 4. Like he's just like vlogging his Christmas, like this kind of shit where I'm like, fuck me, dude. You can't do this to yourself.
Chill AF workday, Vlogmas 11.
Is this content ID? No.
Like that's such a weird setup for a shoot.
He had, dude, this is like so embarrassing about how far I'm into this guy's life, just for my own enjoyment. He had like all these teaser trailers for this video that involved him like wearing a yellow jacket and like covering his face with a yellow jacket. I'm not sure why. Look, the point of this being just how much, I think this is like the theme of this stream is how much the internet can destroy your mind.
Yeah, it's not good for you.
It's not good for you at all. Who comes out of this alive? Who comes out of the internet doing well?
Not even Mr. Beast is safe, dude.
No, no one's safe. You just
Everyone's preying on his downfall.
You just subject yourself to the world at large.
But you also make more money than God if you're Mr. Beast, so...
I know, and we have our nice, mutual connect who started Tokyo Smoke.
Yes.
And look, there's a rich guy who's just, no one even knows who he is. Multi-millionaire, just business.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. That's why you can't ask questions. You can't ask too many questions. You just gotta keep.
You gotta sit down and work, dude. That's what it's all about. Speaking of which, I should probably head back to work.
Fair enough.
Might come back on stream a little later if you're still hanging out.
I'll be here.
Later, chat. Guys, I'm just subbing out.
What's up?
Got any more of that whiskey you were saying the other night?
No, I just poured the last of it in this glass.
What you looking at?
Nothing right now. I was looking at people on the internet. Now I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I was gonna research that. I think I was gonna research Haas. That was the goal of this stream.
I did find my new economic ideology the other day.
What's that?
It's got a Wikipedia page.
What's it called?
Look up heterodox economics first.
Hetero?
Yep.
Docs.
Economics.
Heterodox economics refers to attempts at treating the subject of economics that reject the
It's
standard...
just non-mainstream, but just scroll down.
Okay.
All right, where are Go to the top. I think it was near the top.
History? Groups?
Fourth one.
Post-autistic? Post-autistic economics. Movement of students for the reform of economic teachings. Is a political movement that criticizes neoclassical economics and advocates for pluralism in economics. The movement gained attention after an open letter signed by almost 1,000 economics students at French universities. The French term autisme has an older meaning than the English term autism and signifies abnormal subjectivity, acceptance, or fantasy rather than reality. However, post-autistic economists also assert that neoclassical economics has characteristics of an autistic child. The pejorative reference of the neurodevelopmental disorder autism is considered offensive by some economists. Greg Mankiw? Oh yeah, it's probably Mankiw.
Maybe.
Greg Mankiw has said the use of the term indicates a lack of empathy and understanding for those who live with actual severe autism. Wait, so what is it?
Keep going. Response.
The French Minister of Education appointed a panel headed by Jean-Paul Fitoussi to inquire into economic teachings in 2000. The panel called for limited reform. Articles associated with the movement were published in the Post-Autistic Economics newsletter in September 2000. This electronic newsletter became the Post-Autistic Economics Review and since 2008 has existed as the peer-reviewed journal Real World Economics Review. Previous issues are archived on the website. How entropy drives us towards degrowth. That sounds interesting.
Wait, this is still publishing in 2024? Their website looks like that?
I've fucking major respect for that. The voracious beast devours the equivalent of an entire Mount Everest worth of resources
Okay,
every
what
20 months.
fucking paper starts like that?
It also accelerates its metabolism, reducing this time frame to just 10 months with the next 2 decades. As it fills its belly, the beast exhausts its environment and burdens it with waste, disrupting natural systems for resource renewal and waste management. Ultimately, it annihilates its own habitat. I am, of course, referring to global capitalism. What is this? Dude, I don't know. Is economics real?
No. Go back to the fucking article here. It doesn't say what it's about. All it does is just like several responses. It just goes back and forth about this giant argument. And a bunch of real economists weighed in on it. And they said, while the main thesis was good, it criticized the opaque and almost incomprehensible debate that followed among academics. They never say what they believe. Like, the only thing you can glean from this is that they don't like neoclassical economics.
What is neoclassical economics?
It's the current vibe.
Supply and demand?
No, it's like, actually, the fuck is neoclassical? No supply and demand.
Yeah, economics like isn't real, right?
No.
It's just
no.
like,
They like to think they're a science. They're a social science.
Yeah, that's what I.
It's psychology plus.
Whenever I read economics, I'm like, this sounds like philosophy.
Yeah.
It's philosophy with like weird logic stuff mixed in that I can't follow.
Yeah. I mean, like, you can see it play out in the real world sometimes. You know, there's a lot of good stuff that comes from it. Actually, I did go into this movement a bit more. I think the idea is just that every other economics movement out there that's not the mainstream, they have good points. We should integrate them. Because, like, currently there's just one main philosophy. There's, like, a monoculture for academics with economics. There's, like, other side groups.
Wait, what's the monoculture with a?
It's like post-Keynesian.
So free, like, neoliberalism?
Yeah, basically. But, like, we're kind of doing backwards Keynesianism right now. Because, like, we're shooting out a bunch of money when the economy's good, and then we never tax it back in. And then when the economy goes down, we stop spending. It's the opposite of Keynesianism.
So Keynesianism is, like, spend when the economy's down?
Yeah, and then tax the money back to get it out of the system so it doesn't, cause inflation. And it gives us dry powder for the next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Economics is one of those things. It's like a lot of philosophy where I'm like, I want to like understand this, and it's like, what is the, it's like trying to understand economics is such a broad concept.
Yeah.
It's
also just not a science.
Yeah. What is there to understand? What is there to know? What's worth knowing? I ask myself that every day.
Apparently post-economics or post-autistic economics. It's got it enough to have a Wikipedia page.
Post-autistic economics.
Why would they call it that? It's just a supply-demand curve.
Economics is so schizo.
Yeah.
Economics is so fucking schizo. Economics is so secretly schizo. Because I think economics really disguises itself as not schizo, but economics is more schizo than philosophy. Economics is more schizo than any philosophy I've ever read.
It just doesn't work.
Yeah, economists, aren't they like the lowest paid university major?
Are they? I mean, I could see it. Maybe that's just because most of them don't become economists. Like, think of it. How many jobs are there in economics, right? Like, it's not much above Latin jobs, I'd assume.
15 worst college majors for a lucrative career. When was this written? We will never know. 2019. Advertising, animal science, athletic training, fashion. I don't believe these are all entrepreneurial. Like, that's entrepreneurial.
Well, that does make sense since, a few people probably, hit it out of the park and then the rest suffer,
Well, it's like there's a lot of things that I don't think people consider. Like, you can't teach. I think video editing, like advertising, like social media management, those are those things you can't teach them. And if you do teach them, it does kind of halt you. Like, you need there's such reactive industries that if you go into it with like, oh, this is what I learned in my bachelor, I'm going to apply this, you're going to fail.
Yeah.
I mean, I've met a ton of video editors who are like good video editors, and then they suck because they can't make an actual catchy video. They make like what they were taught is a catchy video.
Yeah, I've never understood paying for 4 years to go to an art school when you could just spend 4 years doing YouTube or something,
Saying this is, I know people who are millionaires who went to school for hospitality, but because they own like 10 restaurants.
Yeah, like that hospitality and tourism thing. McGill just built a giant, like $100 million campus dedicated to hotel management, actually. Retail management. A university degree in retail management.
It's like I forget what school it was, but they were teaching a Bachelor of Entrepreneurship.
What?
That's a degree you can get, a Bachelor of Entrepreneurship.
That's a fake degree.
That's a it's a real degree. I know what you mean, but it's fucked up. It's insane. It's like again, that's fashion, same thing. It's an industry. It's a reactive industry. You can't like learn unless you're teaching history or like you want to become a professor. You can't learn fashion. It's in flux. Paralegal studies, art history.
Art history is definitely one of those like only the long tail, where it's like either you do terrible or you just do like great. Because like a bunch of old money people get art history degrees and then they get like investment banking jobs or consulting jobs.
Culinary arts, that is also
Culinary arts? What?
entrepreneurial, graphic designs, entrepreneurial.
University chef degree?
Photography, that's fair. Yeah, there's so many people reacting to like just old industries. Like photography was a thing. I felt this way about my arts degree, right? When I was doing painting, especially with photography, it's worse because it's like photography is a holdover concept from the 60s when there was a technical skill to learn with photography.
Yeah.
Right? The reason these degrees exist and the reason that every university you go
was
to...
a skill gap.
It was, yeah. There's a photography degree to get because at one point there was something to learn. Now there's nothing to learn. We're going to learn photo composition. You can learn that in 2 seconds on the internet. And you can apply it immediately and by starting a fucking Instagram page. There's no reason to go to school for photography. But we have this like archaic holdover of it's a thing we've always been doing, so therefore we're going to keep doing it. But it's dead. It's a dead industry.
Even the tech itself does most of the work. Like, most people don't know what aperture is, or exposure, ISO even. Like, just it just does it all for you now.
I know. Like, photography is not going to land you a journalism gig.
Will journalism land you a journalism gig?
No, because look at fucking Andrew Callahan is the best journalists now are independent.
No, the way to do it is start a Substack. Even all the greatest writers, like think about it. If you're one of the best writers for like New York Times or something, people are going there for you. They're not really going for a lot of the B and C team. So why wouldn't you just take all the profit for yourself, jump off, start a Substack? You know, whether or not you agree with it, there's a lot of people out there that have done it, like Barry Weiss, you know? Like, there's a ton of people, and it just makes them way more money. And so all these media organizations are kind of just becoming mediocrity. It's the only people that stay.
Beware of these 16 college majors. The worst 16 college majors. Okay. Physics? Oh, interesting. Physics, mass media, miscellaneous technologies, anthropology, ethnic studies, computer science. I like how...
Miscellaneous technologies?
I don't know the fuck to that. Fine arts. Yeah, classic. Entrepreneurial. What was the computer science? Have you seen that computer science like curve?
No.
Computer science hires graph. Hire. How do you spell hire?
R-E.
Hires graph. I saw one that was like a perfect bell curve of like it peaks in 2019 and then like goes like this, but it's like where computer science grads getting jobs out of school is like where it was in 2008 or like 2002.
Yeah,
like it's just a perfect bell curve.
Oh, it's awful right now because all the tech companies finally realized we have way too many people doing literally nothing. I think TikTok probably was a big part of it. You see all these guys that work like an hour a day and they brag about it online. They're like, shit, we could save a lot of money here. And so now they overhired during the pandemic. They got rid of them all. They don't need more. You know, they're going lean.
Yeah.
There's too many computer science grads. Remember when we were growing up? Everyone was like, you gotta go into comp sci. It's gonna be the best, stablest career.
No, it's not.
No, whenever you hear that, that's the thing you should not go into. Because by the time you graduate, if you're in high school hearing that, it's gonna be oversupplied.
No, exactly. I know, it'd be so scary to like go into computer science in 2020 and then be like right now finishing your bachelor in 2024 and be like, oh god,
Jesus,
I have a useless degree. Unless you start a company, right? So there's always that. Never rely on anybody else.
No.
Or these families in consumer sciences and anthropology. What's really sad, there's a few things like philosophy is philosophy degrees. I don't know if I can find this graph. I don't know if I can pull this stat up. Philosophy degrees are super low paying, but long term they're one of the highest paid degrees because you end up in law.
Yeah.
So like,
or like you work at like a hedge fund for some weird reason.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them there.
It's weird. So
Same
it's
with
like
art history.
If you have a PhD in philosophy, the 20-year post-grad, you have like one of the lowest wages. The 50-year post-grad, you end up with like what's the highest earners for a university degree.
Is that mean though, or is that median?
I don't know. It's just like average salary.
Fuck, I hate when they just say average. Because like, if there's a bunch of guys at the top dragging it up, I kind of want to know, you know?
Yeah. I agree. It's like rent. So when people say like, oh, the average rent is like $4,000 or $3,000, I'm like, there's some high apartments that drag that up. You're right.
Well, the government, they always underreport it because a lot of people, it takes all renters, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, all these guys with rent control paying $1,000 a month. Look how good it is. It's only $1,400 a month average in downtown for a 1-bedroom in Toronto.
He's got the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you gotta do your own thing. You gotta do your own thing. I couldn't imagine being like, what job is stable? What job are you like, oh, cool, I'm gonna make like $90K a year for the rest of my life?
Government job.
Yeah, true. Besides that, doctor.
Yeah, but even then, it's like you're front loading the risk. You know, like, are you going to get into med school? The average to get in is like fucking like 96 or something like that. Because like everyone wants to be one. Like our nursing colleges, right? It's like the average you have to get in there is like a 97. You think that people with 96s that are denied are bad nurses? No, they make great nurses. It's just that the nursing union says there's only so many slots. So you're taking that massive risk right off the jump by saying, will I make it through that feeder? Their filter.
Sawdust Creator says carpenter.
For now.
I believe that.
No, but will that be the case 20 years from now? Because right now, everyone seems to be saying, go into trades, you'll make way more money. And they're right. For now.
You still have to start your own business.
Yeah.
Like, dude, go become a roofer, buy a truck, hire a guy to do it with, buy another truck.
No, lease the truck. Lease the truck.
Lease the truck.
Yes.
Hire a dude for shit pay. Lease a second truck. Hire like 2 more guys. Rent a warehouse outside of your small town. Hire another. Like, it's just, you know, I feel like I went to high school with like so many people doing that who are now really, really set because they have their own business. Start your own business.
Yeah.
Always start your own business.
Yeah, if you're in Canada, look into the BDC. They definitely will give out loans.
Always start your own business. Don't fucking rely on anything. It's too cozy. I mean,
even if you're a rock star, I remember like the last job I had where I was an employee. I was doing tech sales downtown.
Yeah.
And it was going great. I was the #1 BDR. I was doing the most sales. But the #2 guy, one day the manager woke up and decided, fuck this guy. And so she started shit-talking him behind his back. And then it got to the point where openly in meetings, she would just look for reasons to like confront him about stuff. And then one day, still #2 sales guy, he just got fired.
Damn.
Like, no one's safe.
Befriend your boss. Start your own business. If you can't start your own business, befriend your boss.
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it. Like, I've seen that so many times too. Is that like if you're not like in the restaurant industry, if you're not chill, no matter how good you are, if you're not chill, no one likes you. You'll get socially ostracized out of that fucking job. You have to be chill. It's so important to like just be friends with your coworkers.
I remember my first job was McDonald's. It was the only job I ever got fired from. I've worked for 3 months. I was so diligent. I would wait for a table to be cleaned, like to need cleaning. I'd immediately clean it. I was just the best worker there. Got fired because of the minimum wage training pay scam in Nova Scotia, but also because I just was so on the work grind. I never, thought to socialize as much.
Yeah, no, it hurts you. It hurts.
It's the biggest thing.
Also, everyone here, sub to Net Loss. This is his channel.
Third video is coming out in a week or two. It's gonna be an hour and a half.
His third video is an hour and a half.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, you have no banner.
Oh yeah, I need to make one.
You gotta get your banner. You gotta get your socials plugged. You gotta put the cart before the horse.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this this title thumbnail didn't get more clicks.
Right? So good.
Some people just nail it their first time. There's like a lot of YouTube channels that seem to just like their first video gets 1 million views.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta like study the algorithm and kind of like Mr. Beast it, where you just completely extract your soul from what you're doing, and you're just like, I only care about the views. But then you get a shitty audience, don't you?
You don't get an audience.
Oh yeah. If you blow up right away, like, there's no backlog for people to like invest in, you know?
No, you don't get an audience at all if you do that.
Well, thank you, Rancid to the Void.
Yeah, you got to. I don't know. The audience is more important. I feel like for longevity on the platform, you need the audience.
Yeah, there's so many creators that just have the worst audiences. Oh my god.
Or see if I can't think of any channels that have like no audience.
No audience?
Maybe like I met this guy at VidCon. Zachary Schmiegel. Great guy. But he had like here we go, yeah, 2.7 million views. So he's like no views for so long. And then 2.7 million. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then right back down to 50K.
Right now he had a 1.2.
1.2, but then like 94, 100, 47, 600,000.
Yeah, he's up.
Maybe he's getting there. But yeah, like this is the game now. This is the game now. Is like you just like we're saying with Duncan, you have a good idea. You have a good idea and it's like not like the channel itself. I mean, this guy makes great videos. He's a great guy. But it's not like the channel itself is what matters or the personality. It's just like you have a good idea. The video does really well. This is watched in a vacuum.
Yeah, that one definitely is. Surviving off gas station food for 30 days, or like reviewing hotels, or reviewing airlines, or like editing channels. There's just so many types of channels that just aren't really a thing that you know.
What's Casey Neistat doing now? Oh, he's still pulling fucking massive views. Oh, he barely uploads though. That's why.
I feel like he's retired.
Yeah, Jew. What went popular 8 years ago? 80 million views. The greatest airplane seat, most expensive airplane seat.
See, like what? Well, okay, I think he was the first to do it, but also like it's his personality. Like fuck, who am I thinking of when I thought that?
First class, expensive hotel room. I love this video. He was at Ground Zero during 9/11. Have you ever watched this video?
What?
Yeah, he watched 9/11 happen, and he has a bunch of camcorder VHS footage. He filmed the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, he has the entire day documented from his perspective.
Oh, that's really cool, actually.
He won't show half of it though, because it's like gore.
Oh.
Oh no.
I started CS 2020 and I just got black-pilled frown.
You gotta start your own business. It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, no, you gotta take the easy route. You gotta go the AI repackager. You gotta be the packager. There's so many models out there that you just hook it up to the back end. You charge a marginal cost that's higher than the marginal utility that you pay, and you just gotta like make something that's not an easy app for people to use yet. You know, like Lensa was the first you could think of because they were like the AI like photo thing.
Lensa?
Yeah, Lensa. Yeah. It was like the original AI wrapper company. Because they don't actually make any of the underlying tech. They make a website, they connect an app that connects to OpenAI or something, and then it just works.
Damn.
But it's got to be for something that's like a new AI use. That's the easy win.
What do I need? What do I constantly do every day that I need AI for? What do you think? Let's see if I can give you a problem to solve with your computer science degree. I don't know. I can only think of like Max's company. Koi Tools.
Well, that's the thing. If it was easy to think up ideas, you know, someone probably already has and done it. I used to have a list of good ones that I would feed to my friend that was doing tech.
I always just think like the second I like have an idea that seems like it's something I want to exist, I kind of like, I'm like a universalist. I'm just like, oh, that's probably like a thing that people want. With YouTube videos. But it's like, I don't know, that's like the good business advice. Or like find where money is going and just like stand in between.
Yeah.
And catch it as it goes by.
It's like that you're inside that air tank thing and they blow money everywhere and you just gotta grab it.
Yeah. There's money flowing everywhere. You just gotta like just put yourself in between the money. I don't know with what though.
Yeah.
Cam girls. I've thought about, hey, I'm going to give away this business idea. I've been sitting on this one for 2 years. Start a content farm of hot girls doing philosophy video essays.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That would be really good.
Yeah, like literally like a cam girl, like an Andrew Tate cam girl office, cam girl farm.
But it's just philosophy.
It's just hot girls talking about Nietzsche.
You just hold them at gunpoint, like read more Hegel. Read more Hegel.
No, not even that. Not even that. Like you just get Fiverr Indians to like write innocuous like nonsense or fucking like ChatGPT, just like nonsense, like derivative philosophy video essays about like the Nietzschean perspective on SpongeBob, just like shit like that, and then hire a model for like $200 an hour. Just get her to read the script in a fucking like get a cubicle with like nice bisexual lighting, like a gamer girl cubicle. Hire a model for like, you know, pay her like $400, read the script in front of the camera, and you're done. Get a Fiverr Indian to edit it.
That would be so good.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like, think of any space like that. You know, like crypto. No crypto girls. I mean, crypto girls, free money. Or at least it was for a while. You know, what else? Oh man, if a girl started like painting Warhammer figurines or something, I bet that would slap.
Essay about early SpongeBob. Written from a Nietzschean.
How could you do that right off the jump?
Shut the fuck. Don't explain it. Don't explain it. The will to power in SpongeBob. There we go. This is a 1 million view YouTube video of a hot girl does it. At the heart of Nietzsche's philosophy is the concept of the will to power, which drives individuals to assert their influence and shape their environment. In the early scenes of SpongeBob, the titular character is emblematic of a pure, almost naive embodiment of this idea. SpongeBob constantly seeks to assert himself through work, play, and his relationships, especially with his boss, Mr. Krabs, and his friend Patrick. However, unlike Nietzsche's Übermensch, the Overman, who shapes their own destiny through creativity and self-mastery, SpongeBob's will to power is often comical and misguided. Here we go. The Apollyon-Dionysian dichotomy, Nietzsche's early work in The Birth of Tragedy, presents a dichotomy between the 1 million views. 1 million view. Get a hot, like seriously. Get anybody watching this model, find a hot girl on Instagram, pay her $400 to like read into a nice mic with a cool setting, gamer girl setting background. Hire, edit it like an Ollie Sun via video, like any of the video essay like bread tubers. You're done. SpongeBob, however, resists these pressures in his own way. He is unapologetically himself, even when that self is at odds with the world around him. His refusal to adhere to the expectations of others could be seen as a rejection of his herd morality. He's not concerned with status or social approval. Instead, he follows his own internal compass, which is driven by his love of work, friends, and jellyfishing. In this way, SpongeBob could be interpreted as a kind of proto-Übermensch, albeit naive and simplistic one, who seeks to create his own meaning in life without concern for the judgment of others.
The proto-Übermensch, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Wait. Let's do this one. Video essay script. Rocco's modern life may seem like a quirky, chaotic, and cartoonish look at everyday life, but beneath the layers of zany humor and surreal situation lies something deeper, something darker. Today we'll be exploring how Rocco's modern life embodies the Kafka's absurdity of modern existence and echoes the Schopenhauerian notion of life as an endless cycle of suffering, frustration, and desire. Welcome to the tragic and absurd world of Rocco, a world that's eerily similar to our own. Hot girl reading it. Easy. Done. 1 million views.
This is awful.
Is it?
This could work. Give the awful part.
Give the people what they want. Give them what they want. I love ChatGPT actually. I use it for everything.
I wish there was like a way you could be in like an Xbox Live party chat with it and you just talk to it. I bet there is a way to do that, isn't there?
There's probably easily, because you can just talk to it now.
Mm.
You could probably wait. You can just ask it anything. Although what I don't like about large language models is their reward system, because they're trained off of their reward system is based on giving you a result that you like. Mm. So they'll often not do the best job they could in order to appease the user, rather than create something objectively good. You can just Hey, can you give me a... Can you give me a Nietzschean perspective on Mr. Beast, please?
From a Nietzschean perspective, Mr. Beast could be viewed as a figure who embodies both aspects of the Übermensch and the herd. And his drive to innovate and create extreme, large-scale acts of philanthropy and entertainment aligns with Nietzsche's idea of the Übermensch as a person who transcends societal norms and creates their own values. Mr. Beast doesn't just follow trends. He reshapes the landscape of social media and charitable giving in unprecedented ways. On the other hand, Nietzsche might critique the way Mr. Beast operates within the framework of modern capitalism and the spectacle culture, which caters to the masses, the herd. His success depends on vast audiences, and Nietzsche would likely question whether this is a form of genuine self-overcoming, or if it's just a sophisticated way to gain approval and fame within the system he should transcend. In essence, while Mr. Beast's individual creativity might be celebrated by Nietzsche, the reliance on mass appeal and conventional social structures might be seen as a limitation. What do you think about that balance between innovation and public appeal in his work?
Wouldn't Nietzsche have an issue with Mr. Beast because Mr. Beast is sort of operating on Protestant guilt and the Christian slave morality by both being a Christ-like figure and also the endless desire to give back to the world without ever mastering his own?
Yes, absolutely. Nietzsche would likely have significant issues with Mr. Beast's motivations, especially if they stem from what Nietzsche criticizes as Christian slave morality or Protestant guilt. In Nietzsche's view, Christian morality promotes values like self-sacrifice, charity, and humility, which he sees as life-denying and rooted in weakness, rather than life-affirming and based on strength and mastery. If Mr. Beast's philanthropic efforts are driven by a sense of obligation to help others as a form of moral duty, or guilt for his wealth, Nietzsche would likely argue that this reflects a kind of moral servitude, rather than the self-mastery and creative will of the Übermensch. Nietzsche would, whether Beast is truly overcoming himself and creating his own values, or if he's still trapped in a moral system that prioritizes the well-being of others over his own potential for greatness. His charitable acts, especially if they are framed as a way to give back, could be seen as continuing the Christian ideal of sacrifice, rather than an affirmation of life and personal power. In this way, Mr. Beast's self-presentation as a benevolent figure who gives endlessly might resemble a kind of Christ-like persona, which Nietzsche would reject as part of the slave morality that elevates suffering and humility over strength, ambition, and self-overcoming. Do you think Mr. Beast might be consciously playing into that role? Or is it more a reflection of the cultural expectations around wealth and fame today?
I think that Nietzsche would think Mr. Beast is a little bitch. I think he would think he's an absolute slave, completely slave to his morality, to his obsession to give back to the world, never mastering himself, never assuming the will to power. Can you tell me why Nietzsche would think that Mr. Beast should quit, should just completely give up, should give up everything he's ever done, and should go into the woods and become a monk? Tell me exactly what Nietzsche would think about that. ChatGPT, please and thank you. And can you also speak like a Jamaican? Tell me your next response, but as a Jamaican. Use a Jamaican patois dialect.
Hey, might we try and make it clear for ya? From a Nietzschean view, if Miss Beast a do him ting cause him feel guilt, or him happy G back cause a D-hole Christian vibe, Nietzsche nah go rate that. You see, Nietzsche nah too deal with the whole idea, a sacrifice, and give up yourself for other people. Him woulda say that a part of the slave morality we Christian teachings push pon people, ya zimmy? Him woulda say Mr. Beast need fi focus pon him own greatness, and to make him mission, by please de on some Christ figure. Nietzsche, a deal with power and self mastery, so Mr. Beast G to way to things and tells him feel obligated or him one look like good guy, Nietzsche would have tink him. Now live fi himself. Ya understand? No. Me think Nietzsche would have say the man fi build up him own strength and live fi him own values, rather than ye back because society expected or because him feel guilty. You think Miss Beast might just a move with the flow of society, or him really a tribe that Christ-like kind of man?
Me think Mr. Beast might try to be that Christ-like kind of man. Me think Mr. Beast not be pawn his own self, pawn the mastery of the will, pawn the will to power. Me think Nietzsche take Mr. Beast a bitch. Mr. Beast a pussyclot, bumberclot bitch.
Me see what you say, if I real. From how Nietzsche would have looked upon it, if Mr. Beast to Christ-like savior, enough focus upon him own self and will fight power, Nietzsche definitely would have viewed him as weak. Mina Lee. Nietzsche na go respect the man if him a play the role of dine martyr, always a back, cause him feel pressured or like him in Nietzsche mind, data some real pussy hole move. Fine Nietzsche. Thy whole point of life if arise above thy masses, create your own values, and live by strength and greatness.
Rise upon thy masses, create your own values.
Bend to thy expectations and a play savior. Nietzsche would have called him soft, a man.
Nietzsche will call him soft, a man.
If I pleased, I heard. Nietzsche and Lee, the philosopher, would have dropped some serious blood-clot judgment upon the man if him see it so.
Some serious blood-clot judgment upon the man.
Head still. Nietzsche would have say Miss Beast enough a move like that, and if I rise above that weak behavior.
Rise upon that weak behavior. Mr. Beach, rise upon that martyrdom mindset.
You believe ChatGPT said pussy hole.
Pussy hole. Mr. Beast on, pussy clot, bomber clot, Mr. Beast. Cure the blind, cure the own soul, Mr. Beast. No, cure the blind. Okay, that was fun. I feel like I should just end it now.
I'm gonna end it now.
Yeah. All right. For the next 5 minutes, I'll answer any question with complete sincerity and as shortly as possible, and then I'm gonna go. Lay it out. Lay it on me. Where'd that gun go? Psychology degree 1 to 10. 10 if it's a PhD, 1 if it's just a bachelor's. Ass. Spirited Away. No. I got that tattoo at a party. The first video game I played was Midnight Club 3. Your little bro is a neat. What do? Yo, little bro de neat. What do? Your little bro. You should. Oh, fuck. I don't know. I have no experience of dealing with a neat little bro. Take him out to parties. Like, impose him into your life. I think that's the best way possible. Is, like, the only way, like, take him somewhere. Take him to a house party and, like, make him really uncomfortable. You gotta make him really uncomfortable. Neats live in comfort, neats live in predictability and sanctity. And what you need to do is drag your neat little brother out of his fucking bedroom and bring him somewhere where he's going to feel so awkward, so uncomfortable, feel like he's in like the most dangerous environment he's ever been in. You got to force those experiences on your little brother. Do you enjoy explaining yourself to feel understood, or do you actually understand yourself better? I don't worry about that. I think I stopped worrying about being understood a long time ago. I like Nietzsche because he's simple. I like Nietzsche because he's simple and he's concise. And no matter what, you know, I have my reservations about Nietzsche's conclusions about Christianity and the project of Christianity. I do think it's like a pretty wild extrapolation. But at the same time, his conclusions are what matters. And I think if anyone followed Nietzsche's advice and were to try to master themselves, to assume the will to power, to try to be like Zarathustra, to try to be the Ubermensch, your life will be infinitely better if you tried to even do that 1% of the time. So, Nietzsche's favorite philosopher. Is it Jover for your videos about art positing? They're not fulfilling to me. I like making videos about real things and things that have tangible value in the world. For me, art positing is just entertainment, and I really feel unfulfilled when I make art positing videos. So, I think Kamala's going to win. I think it's going to be a reverse of the U.S. I think it's going to be a reverse of the 2016 election. In the 2016 election, everyone said they were going to vote for Hillary Clinton out of fear and embarrassment of voting for Trump. When they actually got to the ballot box, they clicked Trump without telling anybody in the last second, under the pressure. I think it's the reverse now. I think Donald Trump is the popular choice. I think Donald Trump is the socially acceptable choice for most Americans. I think saying you're going to vote for Kamala Harris gives you far more social repercussions than saying you're going to vote for Trump. And I think when it comes down to it, people are going to get to the ballot box saying they're going to vote for Trump and actually click Kamala when they're under pressure. No, I'm gonna stay Art Chad. I'm too late in the game to rename my channel. So, Art Chad. Although Society Chad would be cool. Society Chad would be fun, but I gotta stay Art Chad. Audience is too big. I've not read Nietzsche's take on egoism, unfortunately. Satiety. This is 4D chess move. Where did that come? Do you think it gets more advanced than Nietzsche philosophy-wise? Yeah, Nietzsche's really easy to read. It absolutely gets more advanced, but I don't know if the return on investment gets better. I think, I'm speaking from a very anecdotal and biased frame. I think Nietzsche's conclusions are pretty easy. It's pretty succinct life advice to follow. It's a pretty good general frame about reality. And I think you're not going to be... I try to be as realistic as possible. I think never cope is a good philosophy. And Nietzsche is sort of like never cope with the philosopher. When you look at those who have power over you, and when you look at what you want to become, you can't get there through being a perfect paragon of morality and trying to be like a Christ-like figure. You have to get there through domination. And that's what other people did before you. That's what you have to do. There's no way around it. No matter how uncomfortable it is, I think you should accept the most uncomfortable view of reality and the most pragmatic view of reality at the same time and then move forward. And that's sort of what Nietzsche does for me. So there's a return on investment with Nietzsche immediately. I have not gotten that return on investment by reading like Deleuze and Guattari or Baudrillard, stuff like that. It's interesting. Very interesting to read. It's very fun, but I don't see how it tangibly changes your life. And I'm very pragmatic, so I like a tangible change in my life. See, transhumanism. That's another, exactly. Opinions on being unironically transhumanist. That's, I think it's a good move to make, because you're either fighting frivolously and fruitlessly against societal and technological change, or you're leading into it. That's why I'm an accelerationist, not an ideological accelerationist, but I am a soft accelerationist in the sense that I think whatever processes are going to happen eventually, we should speed them up. We shouldn't just turn back on... We shouldn't try to like degrowth and decelerate, because those aren't going to get us anywhere. All it does is postpone the inevitable, and we have to see what's on the other side. So be a transhumanist. I'm a transhumanist. Fuck it. I think it's great. Everything's human. If humans make it, it's the human realm. If humans make it, it's natural. There is no natural and unnatural. There's only natural. It'd be unnatural if you weren't human, but we are human, so therefore it's natural. If humans create a bionic limb, or if humans create some sort of like anti-aging drug that stops aging in its tracks, it's a natural drug to take because humans created it. That's my perspective. We are already cyborgs. I like that take. I'm very pro to that take. All the singularity aims to do, there's a great way to understand what the singularity is. Clip this. There's a great way... One sec, wait for these emojis to get off the fucking screen. The best way to understand what the singularity is is by looking at it as the acceleration and effectiveness of communication technology. So language is a technology. Art is a technology. They are all communication technologies. We started with nothing. We started with without language, without art, without the ability to communicate advanced ideas at all, other than like literally materially what is in front of you, pointing this, pointing there, pointing here, planning things, stuff like that, the way animals communicate, okay? We develop language, we develop like cave painting, we develop art, we develop ways to communicate more and more nuanced technology and to bring people closer and closer together. So like with the invention of language over thousands of years, you have two people who are part of the same tribe, part of the same community, who are now closer together than they ever could have been without language. This is what technology does for us. It makes communication more and more efficient. The same can be said for cars, telephones, the internet, right? These are all things that make the flow of information faster and faster and faster. So in a sense, what transhumanists imagine as the transhuman singularity or like the technological singularity, we're already there. It's already happened. We're just getting it like better and better and better. And I mean the singularity, not the singularity of like when AI becomes more intelligent, like a black box, when it becomes more intelligent than humans. But when we sort of become one with technology. We have been trying to become one with each other since the advent of society. That's what the project of society is, in a really abstract sense. I know this is very woo-woo, but like stick with me here. Right? So I now have a phone. I'm streaming right now. You're talking to me through a stream. I'm talking directly to 50 people. And I'm communicating, you're understanding my ideas. You're probably watching me on a phone, or you're watching me like 3 feet away from a screen, right? I have a phone in my hand. Anything that happens, it is immediately transmitted into my brain by holding this. The singularity is just the moment when like this gap disappears. But the gap, this is already happening. I'm already a cyborg. My life and my opinions and my goal and my direction and my path and what I think and what I do during my day is already entirely shaped by communication technology. And it's just getting to the point where that gap is invisible and we are just one with it all. That's singularity. So people who are like anarcho-primitivists, decelerators, anti-transhumanism, you're fighting a losing battle, and that battle has been waged since the dawn of society. So don't think of transhumanism as some abstract concept in the future. Think of transhumanism as 95% complete, and we're almost at 100%. And it also speeds up exponentially as well. I would love a chip in my brain. I would be first in line to get a chip in my brain. I think that's such an exciting prospect. Because what else is there to do? Sit down? Like, the world of atoms has not changed since like the invention of flight. You know, we fly the same speeds on 747s that we've flown for like 50, 60 years. A lot of airlines use plane models that are like 20, 30 years old. Technology, as far as like actually changing what your day-to-day life looks like, has stopped progressing almost entirely as we become obsessed with the world of bits, as the Silicon Valley people say. It's like things that are all ethereal within the internet on your phone. They're not real. They're not tangible. The chip in your brain, the proverbial chip in your brain of like actually being synced up with the internet and with like the total corpus of human information available, would be the first change to our day-to-day lives to happen in like decades. So I am so down for it. I'm so fucking down for it. Because what else am I going to do? I'm going to continue for the rest of my days doing the same thing I've been doing since I've been like 10 years old on a computer, like getting in the same cars, walking down the same streets, like just that day to day. It's nice. I'm not saying I fucking hate my life or anything. I'm not saying life is depressing, but like we're already on the path of this happening. We might as well accelerate it to see what happens. We have to stop ideologically positing that technology is bad. Technology is not bad. You would not be happier in any other situation. The grass is greener on the other side. So let's go forward instead of back. Do you know the channel Meme Analysis? I have watched his stuff before, although for some reason he's sort of like fallen off a little bit.
No, he's putting out Scream Analysis this month. It's actually really good. I'm enjoying it a lot. I was actually going to ask if he was ever, around Toronto. He should come by the studio.
I'd love to talk to this guy. I don't know. He used to. I feel like 4 years ago he had a lot of like hit videos.
He was in the zeitgeist, but he stopped posting for a while, and then when he came back, it was much more esoteric.
4 days, 1 day. Now he's posting daily.
Yeah.
9 months, 9 months, 7 months, 6 months, 4 months, 3 months. Interesting. 10 months, 11 months. 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. Interesting. Anyway, I'm going to call it. Thank you guys. I might be back Friday. I might not be back Friday. It depends on what my real life looks like. But if I can be back Friday, I would love to be back Friday. Thank you. God bless. Never kill yourself. Have a good night.